bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
it's a little odd because
it is, because it takes something sort of like not really different from like the common dollar, and just like places it here in the middle of everything fiat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's a people currency. It's just got to get integrated with the rest of the money world.
Yeah, we just gotta get used to it. You know, people have got to, and that's
where BitSell comes in.
Right,
exactly. It makes it easy. It makes it easy for people to buy Bitcoin. It makes it easy for people to trade Bitcoin. It makes it more accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do. That's why we're here today. And we were talking about Bitcoin ATMs and what the issue was with them. And just in general, like how to buy Bitcoins. I think Sagar asked me, that might have been it. He asked me how to buy Bitcoins. And if he wanted to buy it using PayPal. He wanted to buy it using already existing methods he had. He didn't want to go out, grab cash from his bank account, and then go to the Bitcoin ATM and go through scanning your retina. Like, he didn't want to deal with all that. We were talking about, well, Sagar, you know how to code, I know how to code. We've worked together before. Let's make a simpler option. And that's where BitSell came in.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Very expensive. We went through and we looked at it and we were like, oh my God, there's a bill dispenser, there's $500 down the drain.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
the
touch screen itself.
Sensor,
So yeah, fingerprint sensor. That's like at least $1,000 for a working fingerprint sensor. And then it's going to cost.
Just building it costs this much.
Right, and then you got to pay for labor too. So
there's
just money down the drain.
And then when you're buying it, when these companies want to buy it, you want to put it in a store. The people making it want to make a profit.
Right, so there's even more money
there's a lot more cash there. It's just big and clunky and expensive.
It doesn't make sense when it's so hard to enter into the Bitcoin world that it just doesn't make sense having such a high cost to get people into the Bitcoin world.
And we want to integrate Bitcoin into daily life. We want to streamline the entire process. We want to get it so that it's not a big, it's not a chore.
Our new version here, it has a lot more features than our old version. Our new version, it shows the balance of the ATM, which is really cool. So when customers go up there, they're like, oh, I want to buy 0.056, and I can't buy that because that's not how much is in the ATM. They can ask the ATM owner to load it with more, or they can buy less Bitcoin. It also shows a graph from CoinDesk of the Bitcoin price. So that's really helpful, so you can see if it changed since you left your house or whatnot, and if you're still able to buy the right amount. So pay now, and then it'll let you click here and buy with PayPal. So then once you're at PayPal, you either type in your username and password for PayPal, or you type in debit card information, and then once you're in there, all you have to do is click Pay Now, and because PayPal saves all the information, it just pulls it right from there, and then from there it's just simple. It's just returning to the Bitcoin process, and all your Bitcoin will be sent to your phone in a matter of seconds.
There's the New York Stock Exchange right over there. It's really great that the Bitcoin Center is right next to the New York Stock Exchange, because it definitely makes it more prominent. Because there's so many people, there's so many big names that come over here to the New York Stock Exchange, and then they see the Bitcoin Center right over there, which I think that's really great for Bitcoin.
Just think about how much money went into making this whole place, and how much money flows through here, and it's
crazy.
We're in the city. This is a great place. We're literally on Wall Street right now. We are financial pioneers sitting here on Wall Street, which is really cool. My parents are out doing things with Sora. Rebecca's here. My girlfriend's right there talking to your dad.
Hey.
we had another business. It was a music business before this, and it failed horribly.
Pretty
Like
bad.
really bad. Yeah. So then afterwards, Sagar wrote the blog for our music business, and then I pulled him in afterwards, and I was like, hey, do you want to do this? Because I have an idea for something Bitcoin related. So I was like, oh yeah, sure, we'll help with it. And we sat there, we tried to come up with a name for a solid day. We just Googled different things that had bit in the word, bit or coin, and we like Googled them to find out what wasn't taken, and then we kind of came up with BitSell, and then we just moved forward from there.
So how did you even find Bitcoin? That's so... What do you call
It's
it?
very obscure.
Yeah, obscure. It's obscure.
Especially to a high
but-
schooler.
Oh, yeah, so what? Freshman year, were you trying to buy drugs?
No, actually, no. No, what happened was I've had a tech-related Twitter, so I follow tons of tech people, and I saw people tweeting about it. It was the first time I didn't really look at it much and I didn't understand the entirety of the project. And then I looked at it again. I was like, holy crap! It's decentralized. It has so many different uses. It could be used, as a currency. You can use the blockchain itself to store data on. Like, there's so many possible uses for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
And then he introduced me to it only when he talked about the project and saw that it's got a potential to be something big, and it's got the potential to be something revolutionary. I mean,
We want to help make it bigger.
yeah,
We want to help
be
it
at the
become more
forefront of
mainstream.
that.
Yeah.